Everyone, and welcome back to Mission 1820 and this week's episode of Have You Ever Wondered? Now, this is a weekly series where we answer a common biblical question in just 5 minutes or less. So, if you're new to our channel, we welcome you and we encourage you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and definitely check out all the other available content we have on the channel. So, without further ado, let's get to this week's question. Have you ever wondered what exactly the rapture is? Well, first of all, the word rapture is not found anywhere in the Bible. The English word rapture is actually derived from the Latin translation of the New Testament. Now, the Latin verb rapere is a translation of the Greek word harpazo, which means to be caught up or to be carried away. Even though the word rapture is not found in the Bible, it is used to describe a biblical doctrine, and that is the return of Christ and the gathering of his believers to make way for the righteous judgment to be poured out on the earth during the tribulation period. Now, the rapture event is described primarily in 1 Thessalonians chapter 7, verses 16 and 17, where Paul writes, "For the Lord himself would descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, and with the trumpet of God. And the dead in Christ will rise first. Then we who are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And thus we shall always be with the Lord." And we also see in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 51 and 52, where Paul continues by telling us, "Behold, I tell you a mystery. We shall all not sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the very last trumpet. For the trumpet will sound, and the dead will be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed." God's going to resurrect all the believers and give them glorified bodies and remove them from the earth. The rapture is going to happen in the twinkling of an eye, which will involve an instantaneous transformation of our bodies in order to fit us for eternity. 1 John chapter 3, verse 2 tells us, "We know that when he appears, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is." The doctrine of the rapture was never taught in the Old Testament, which is why Paul calls it a mystery now revealed. Now, from my understanding, this event of the shout and trumpet from heaven will only be heard by those Christians and those who are saved Christians, and the non-believers will not hear anything during this time. But all they will see is the after effect, that all the believers on earth have been removed. The rapture of the church is going to be a glorious event that we Christians should be longing for. And when that time comes, we will finally be free from all the sin and will live in God's glorious presence forever. Now you know what the rapture actually is. So God bless, and thanks for watching.